blood pressure, but you're with me. Confused, but you're with me. And the more you walk with him, the more you'll come to know him. You also find out that your God is just like everybody else when it comes down to having a method of operation. Yes, even God has an MO. And one of the greatest places to go when you want to understand the method of God is the book of Ecclesiastes. Because Ecclesiastes come from the word ecclesia or ecclesia, which means the called out ones. So this book is written to those who have been called out. Somebody say, I've been called out. You might be saying, well, Pastor, called out of what? Well, I would say to you, called out of everything that you can imagine. Look around, look around. Everybody look around, look around, look around, look around, look to the back, look around, look around. If any one of you would stand up and say the show enough stuff that God have delivered you from, we probably wouldn't even believe it. I wish I had somebody in here. Because God has come into your life and he has cleaned you up. And when God cleaned you up, guess what? You came out without a trace. I wish I had somebody here. Somebody lift your hand and say, thank God I came out without a trace. He's called us out of unbelievable things. He called us out of some stuff that we wouldn't dare stand up in front of the church and testify about. Oh, y'all looking funny at me now. He's called us out, and he's called us out of some things that you hope nobody else even find out about. See, God's church is made up of people who have been rescued from every part of their life. That's why I don't understand why the praise team and the praise leaders have to kill themselves trying to get us to bless the Lord, who he already know about you. Y'all ain't talking to me. He knows too much of your business for you to be sitting up here looking wonderful. I wish I had a witness. When it came down time to praise the God, you can play your life in front of all of us right now. And thank you. I'm so glad that God don't play our life in front of all of us. Because if he played our life in front of all of us, half of us will be like, excuse me, I gotta go out. Excuse me. I'm so glad that God don't play the clips of our life in front of y'all. Ain't talking to me. I thank God that he looked beyond my faults and he seen my needs and he loved me in spite of what I've done. He loved me in spite of what I said. He loved me in spite of how I acted. He loved me in spite of where I went. Who am I talking in here? Can I tell you something? And there's nothing that you can tell God about me that will make him stop loving me. Oh, I wish I was in the right place now. I said there's nothing that you can tell God about me that will make God stop loving me. Jesus. He knows me. He knows me. Before he brought me out of eternity and put my feet into time, he marked me. Before I ever knew my mama, he marked me. Before my mama knew my daddy, he marked me. Y'all ain't talking to me here. Before I met my wife, he marked me. Before I met you, he marked me. Before I started working on my job, he marked me. Aren't you glad that God marked you? He put his sovereign signature on my life and said, that one is mine. He said, 1,000 shall fall at his side and 10,000 at his right hand, but it shall not come nigh him. He's mine. He chose me. I thank God he chose. Is there anybody in here besides me that thank God that he chose me? Oh, I know you thought you chose him, but no, baby, let me get the record straight. No, he chose you. My God, he looked through the eons of time, and before you were formed in your mama womb, he chose you to be a prophet unto the nation.